This is a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Good evening and welcome to the Oklahoma Sports Network. You're watching the Altus Bulldog Coaches Show with head coach Jeremy Reed live here from Brew Coffee House located at Jackson County Memorial Hospital. Hey, come on down if you want yourself a really great coffee. They sell Starbucks stuff here, and a coach is drinking a good-looking drink there. I got a dragon fruit here with lemonade. What'd you get there, Coach?
I don't know. It's got strawberries in it, though. That's
looks,
all I know.
Looks delicious and refreshing.
Yeah, it's a refresher.
There you go. Well, welcome to tonight's show. You guys know who I am. My name is Coach Tovar, and sitting here next to me, as we always do every Wednesday, we're talking with head coach Jeremy Reed, the head coach for the Altus Bulldog football team. We're going to talk with Coach Reed today about our upcoming game, our first home game that we're going to be hosting, the Elk City Elks. But first, let's just get a quick recap. Now, Coach, I don't want to go back, and I know that's a tough one to even talk about or think about because I know that you and I have talked, and you've said to me multiple times, I don't know how we can, on paper, we can beat the team in every area of the game and still come out with a loss. And so I know it's a tough one. I know it's a tough one for me still, but just give us your thoughts, Coach, on how you thought the boys played last week, what they look like, and just a quick recap of last Friday night versus Ardmore.
Yeah, first I would say the effort that our kids played with was so impressive.
Yeah.
Just the consistency of how we played in the category of effort, and as a coach of any sport, that's what you're looking for with your team is what kind of effort they give. And man, it's been a scrimmage and a game, and the effort our kids have got has been unbelievable. You can just tell there's a true desire to be at their best for their teammates and represent our school and community well. Yeah, it's such a weird mix of emotions for this game because I can talk about, honestly, so many good things. Starting, with the first drive of the season on offense, we go, I think, 18 plays, convert 2 fourth downs, drain 8+ minutes off the clock,
yes,
and we
sir.
start the season with a score, which anybody that watched us last year, scoring was very difficult, and so to start the year off with 18 plays and converting 2 fourth downs, what a great way to start your season. And then the rest of the night offensively, we were way better than we ever were last year. The only negatives we would say is, the turnover that happened down by the goal line and then an interception. You take those two things away, and the Bulldogs had the best performance of since I've been back.
Yeah.
I think we threw for 159 and ran for 230-something, and a lot of awesome individual efforts in there. Number one, I'd say our offensive line I thought was a huge bright spot. I thought those guys played extremely well.
Yep.
I thought, obviously, DJ Wilson ran the ball, especially in the second half, with unbelievable, relentless attitude, and did well. Thought Brody Rogers played really well on decision-making, minus the one throw. And so I was real proud of how he played and did a lot of good things. Our receivers, all of our guys that catch the ball, we caught all the passes that were thrown. I think we finished like 11 of 16 or something like that. Yeah. So just so many bright spots offensively compared to what we were struggling with a year ago. And then defensively, Man, those guys were flying around.
Yes, they were.
Our defensive staff had a great plan in place to combat Ardmore's offense. When you play somebody that gets in some sort of the flex bone, whether they were under center in the pistol, you got to do usually a little something different to combat what we normally do defensively. But, man, our kids and our staff really carried out a plan that was well. We gave up pretty much one play, and it's just, nobody was meaning to do that. It happened.
Yeah.
But other than that, man, they were struggling to move the football.
They were, yeah.
Special teams, was not a bright spot. We had, some blunders on that we can't continue to have to be successful. And we know, kids know it, we know it. Those are not things that we had seen coming. Those aren't the things we were seeing in practice. And so, I don't have any long-term concerns. But overall, I just felt like our kids, man, we were physically better. We were mentally better than we ever were a year ago. And in the end, you always hear the football games are usually decided in about 5 plays. Yeah. You don't know which 5 those are going to be. Well, unfortunately, we can sit here and if we wanted to name about 5 plays that determine that game. Yeah. And even though we may have won the other 95, those 5 plays didn't go our way. And, those are things to learn from. Our kids came back Monday with great attitude and was ready to get back to it. We had some issues with cramping, which hits me really hard because as the head coach, everything falls under my umbrella, and so that was really bothering me. And I've been in conversation with all the experts of that category and in our partnership with Kula Sports Performance and figuring that out with those guys who train literally Olympians to Christian McCaffrey to high school. And so, we have some great feedback from them off of what we can do different or better. So we feel like we've, got a plan for that. So, again, I am extremely hurt for our kids that we didn't win. But I am very hopeful and optimistic because the product that was on the field was far superior to any product I felt like we threw out there last year.
Yeah, it was probably we talked about it before the show. It's probably the best game we've played in 3 years. Take away those 5 plays, but completely defensively and offensively, because we've played games even last year where we played great defensively, and then we played games where we had a really good offensive output and then kind of struggled on the defense. But hands down, Coach, both sides of the ball, it was from the start of the kickoff return 80 yards, and you did it methodically. You guys, took time off of the clock. I was shocked. I was like, wow. And then, of course, we
ran it and we threw it.
You ran it and you threw it. Yes,
and we caught it.
And you caught it, and you converted 2 fourth downs, 2 fourth down plays, which is huge. And I know that was a massive, just a boost of confidence for the offense. Offensive line blocked well. Yeah. We did some rearranging there, and where you guys have your linemen, they're where they need to be, and everything's working out. And it was literally it was a different team from last year. So the energy was there. We didn't get the outcome, but I tell you what, leaving that game, Coach Clothier and I talking, just like, man, we've got a legitimate shot. We're good. I'm not fearing the fact that Elk City's coming in knowing that they've had our number the past couple of years. I'm actually excited to see what's going to happen. And so as we talk about that, Coach, let's go ahead and transition to this Friday, ladies and gentlemen, the Altus Bulldogs' first home season game. Home opener this season. First home game is Friday night versus the Elk City Elks. Going to kick off at 7 p.m. Weather's supposed to be fine. Weather's supposed to be the best that it's been in a long time. I will say that Ardmore, we did deal with some cramps, but, we kind of talked about it. It had rained. Yeah. And then there was just this hot, humid mess out there. We saw steam coming up from the turf. So
it was thick. Humidity was thick.
Man, it was something else. So I'm excited to play in some nice, cooler weather, not so hot. And of course, there's nothing better, Coach. Now, you've coached and you've played in a lot of different places, and I've been to various stadiums, but I'm telling you, man, there's just something special about the Rock.
Yeah. I mean, it's literally my favorite place to play, and it was when I wasn't even coaching there. Like, I love coaching games in that stadium.
Yeah.
All my memories are phenomenal memories,
Mm-hmm.
so I have nothing that's a negative about that stadium. I am very partial to being in that stadium, and God, knock on wood, Bulldogs usually play pretty good at home.
Yeah, they do.
You know, that's the thing that I'll wrap up. I just want to mention to compliment our kids.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a lot of the reasons the successes we did have Friday night, we as coaches know this, but, you know, the general public may not. A lot of that was the mental part of preparation that happened months and months and months in advance. You know, back into the springtime, summertime, they've invested more mentally of learning how and what to do than they ever have in their athletic careers.
Yes,
and
that is true.
It was hard to get to that point. Last year was like pulling teeth to try to get them to sit down and understand why we're doing something and how to do it, and understand how to do it mentally before you ever have to play it out, to where you can beat that guy, not because you're bigger, faster, stronger, because you know how to do it better.
Yeah.
And so a lot of the things we saw with successes were things that they had been working on mentally, and that's just a huge compliment to especially our seniors who have led that charge of, hey, we want to try something a little different, and they felt that success, and so hopefully, you know, it'll continue, for the rest of the season. Yeah,
and I mean, this is that's a great stepping stone to start the season off and move on into the next season, because Coach, we talked about it last week. You know, new district, you know, a lot of different faces that we're going to be seeing this season, but by no means does it mean that it's an easier district. We've got tough games. We've got to travel to some really hostile places, and then of course, we've got some teams that got to come here and play us at home, which, I know that, the history, a lot of people tend to forget, and I know that you are a big buff on this. You know just the history that comes out of not only that stadium, the football players that played on that stadium that have now, that either had huge success collegiately, D1, JUCO, NFL, the caliber of teams that we've had that have made deep runs within the playoffs, and district champions. And so, have we had some down years? Yes. But one thing that has never ceased to amaze me, Coach, is the fact that no matter what type of season we're having, the house is always packed. The atmosphere is electric, and special things happen under the lights at the Rock.
Always got a chance, and it is a program that has tremendous history. And if you've coached several places, you realize that it's really hard to go to places that have no history and talk about the past. So then you're just, you're always in that moment. But here's totally different. The past is very successful. Now, that doesn't mean, past few years haven't been successful, but the history of Altus football is rich. And it's very well known by people outside of this area of the rich tradition that Altus football was. And you got to educate our kids on that sometimes. I know we did last year, because they didn't necessarily just remember that by chance. And, I take that it's a special thing to me, because I've coached at places that literally there was no tradition. Yeah. And so to have something to look back on and point to and know that, those greats were right there on that same field at some point, I think it's important to have that to remind our kids. And it is a special place to play. It is one of the coolest places that I've ever coached a football game, because when that place gets loud and there is a packed crowd, it is not fun to be on that other sideline.
It's not, because it just the sound reverberates within the Rock, within the Stone. And so I'm excited, Coach, because we're kicking off the home opener of the 2024 season versus a really good team. Friday night, ladies and gentlemen, the Altus Bulldogs open up their home opener with the Elk City Elks. They are hosting the Elk City Elks from right down the road, and this has really turned into like probably one of our rival games. We've had our Macs and our Duncans, and but we've been playing Elk City for a while now. We saw them when they're down, and then we've seen them where they've been really successful. This past couple of years, Coach, Elk City has made some deep runs. In Class 4A football. They're in a tough district. They're coming off a tough loss versus a really good Canadian team.
Yeah, Canadian Texas, for those that don't know, I want to say it's either the last 6 or 7 years has been in the semis or finals. Mm-hmm. The only time they get beat is by the Gunner Tigers. And if you know anything about Texas football, Gunner is a blue blood at its best, and so Canadian is a phenomenal football program. So for Elk City, with the score being what it was, and of course I've watched the film quite a bit. Canadian's a really good football team.
Yeah. And so it's no easy feat. It's no cupcake coming into town. It's going to be a hard-fought, physical ball game. And, Coach, so we know that, we talked about just the history, just the rich history and the things that happen on a Friday night under the lights there at the Rock, how just it can, that stadium, it just takes on a mind of its own, and it's just a different feeling when you're on the field, whether you're playing or even on the sidelines coaching. But we know that this opponent coming in is going to be tough, and they're not going to be fazed by any of that.
No.
They're coming in with a lot of confidence and a lot of experience. So, Coach, talk to us a little bit about your thoughts on this Friday night's game versus the Elk City Elks. What are you expecting to see? What are your thoughts on what you guys want to? What's one thing you want to see the Bulldogs do and succeed at versus the Elk City Elks here?
Well, I think they're in the midst of their longest streak of consecutive playoff berths, so I think it's 5 years in a row. I know a couple years ago they were in the semis. So they're in the midst of a really good run of success there at Elk City. They are a true blue-collar approach type program. They do a phenomenal job at playing their style of football, which is extremely physical. No matter what they're doing, they're going to be really physical of how they do it. Their kids are good-looking kids, big, thick kids that, they get after it. There's no doubt about it. They play the game like it's supposed to be as far as fast, physical, and ferocious. It's not going to be – there's never any cupcakes when they're playing. They're a very interesting team as far as overall concept. Offensively, last year when they came to us, they were in the pistol, running the flex bone, and then, as they went through the year, they got in the eye, and then they got in the wishbone, and that's kind of how they finished the year. Now they're doing some eye, they're doing some one back under center, they're in the gun, and so it's kind of before that they were under center running flex bone the year before. So, as a coach, when you kind of zoom in and zoom out of that, there's a lot of different variants that could pop up here Friday night. I don't know. You can watch the film and say they're just going to do this, but over the past 2 years that I've been back, I've got a whole list of things that they've done on offense. But the key is, they got good skill kids. They got kids that can run. They got a quarterback that can throw it. They're going to try to get the ball in space to those guys, and that's where it makes them difficult. Is they got kids that can run. Number one's a very good offensive football player. Line him up in the backfield, and he can hand it off. Or against Canadian, they just flip it out there and he goes 80. Number 3, who hurt us last year out on the edge, is back, and he catches a ball in space, and you better have a couple people around him. He can fly. And there's more. 21's a good ball carrier. 5's a good tight end. 2's a good receiver. They just got them, in my opinion, they got them everywhere. But they're good. Very, very could be very explosive. Defensively, last year they came in here, played an odd front. After that, they switched to a 4-2. Against Canadian, they're an odd front. Who knows? They're gonna be in 11 players playing defense. That's about all I know. Maybe an even, maybe an odd. I don't know. We'll know Friday night, but it doesn't matter because their style's the same. They're going to line up. They're going to play good technique. They're going to run to the ball, and they're going to really try to hurt you when they get there. And it's a pretty good recipe for defense. And so, we got our hands full. They're a good football team. A lot of success. They have a lot of confidence because of their past success. They're well coached. And, I'm looking forward to the challenge because that was our first game last year. First half was awful. Second half, we played a little better football. I think it ended up, 30-something to 36-6 or 38-6 or something like that. How much improvement have we made, and what kind of gap can we close to see where we're at? That's the fun part of being in non-district. These games do matter because all games matter.
Yeah.
But we're really trying to get to our best football where when we hit week 4 and we finish out through week 10, are we putting ourselves in a position to talk about a week 11? And the next step of that is being better this Friday and all the things we were bad in last week.
Yeah.
And for me, that's my goal. I'm going to try everything in my power to win.
Yeah.
But really where I'm trying to keep our staff focused and our kids is it's about, are we progressing as a team and as individuals to be at our best when we get into district play?
Yeah, and I mean, I'm glad you say that, Coach, because like a lot of people, past couple of years you've been back, and I guess they forgot the first time you were around, but like they were like, week 3 we're having homecoming. Yeah, because we don't want no distractions once district play starts.
Yeah.
Like, we got these 3 games, like you said, to fix what needs to be fixed from the first game, that the second game, to where by the time we get into district play, which really lays out great for us because we have a week off, and then then we go up against El Reno, and so I mean we are tightening any loose nuts and bolts, and we're dotting the I's and crossing the T's so that when district play comes, we're good to go. Yeah. We're set and we're prepped and we're ready. And I've always liked that. A lot of people are like, well, it's just, why are we having homecoming? It's that's not for the football team. Like, I mean, it is, but that's for experiences that you're going to have, stuff like that. But when you're locked in, you want to make sure that there's no distractions come district play, because that's where the business starts.
Well, Friday night we had 4 different times we didn't run 11 people out on special teams. That drives me insane. It drives me nuts. Well, we have another opportunity to fix that.
Yeah,
okay?
exactly.
I don't really want to go from 4 to 2 or I want to go from 4 to 0. But now's the time to get that going. I didn't like some of our stuff in the backfield as far as our mesh. It was a little disorganized. Just a little. Not meant to be sloppy, but it wasn't crisp.
Yeah.
And so I'm looking this week, can that be better?
Yeah.
So there's all these little things that I'm trying to look at that I know are going to make a big difference if we get into a ball game against an opponent in district play that, it's a, maybe a toss-up of who's going to win.
Exactly.
We got to be better at the details.
Exactly.
We got to be better at the fundamentals. And so in these first 3 games, that's where my attention is of, the details of getting kids on and off the field, not having to burn a timeout, making sure that we understand when a certain player goes down, who's the backup, and are we ready to roll them in? Can we clean up the mesh of the backfield to make sure that it's good and the ball don't end up on the ground?
Yeah.
All these little things, route steps, route depths, stuff that is probably just a little nerdy, but that's what wins football games.
It is, yeah.
Unless you're just overly talented against the opponent you have going against. And honestly, in 5A football, that doesn't happen a lot. Like, you can all talk about the great teams, but if you also look at those great teams, they're very well coached in the fundamentals and details of what they're doing. And so that's always been my focus. That's where all my focus will always be, because I'm just a firm believer, and that's what wins. And, I think if we will continue to keep building on that, we got a chance to have a pretty good football team.
Oh yeah. And I mean, we're seeing great things from last year to this year. You've talked about it 2 weeks in a row now, and I know you'll continue to harp on it. The fact that the work these boys have been putting in since November of last year, because we've got guys that football is their sport. So then they, after the season, doesn't mean that they get, a break or whatever. They're back in it, and they're just getting bigger, stronger, faster, and just, what you've been able to bring, Coach, and provide for our football players is awesome. Like, just some of the things that we are provided. We're only at only 2 high schools in the nation that that get to work hand in hand with Kula, and we got to meet that guy, one of the main guys, the programmer that set everything up for us. And just by listening to the guy, that he was full of knowledge. I'm like, man, that these guys, these boys are spoiled. I love it. Like, they get this.
To, comment a little bit on that. We had a grueling game on Friday, the cramps, all that, and I'm just stressed out over what's going on there. Well, we are we train for speed year round.
Yeah.
And so Mondays is our max velocity days, and we do something called flying 10s, and that's where you get a 20-yard lead in, and then we have a timing system that you wear a chip, and it gives a 10-yard flying 10 score and time. On Monday, after playing a very physical football game, humid, all those things, we had 59% of our team set PRs.
That's from the week before?
From the whole summer.
Oh, for the whole summer. Wow.
From the time we started recording, because we have this on a database.
Yeah.
And so, me and Coach Webb look at each other and go, did we just do that? And so, we're always evaluating, what gives our kids a chance to be good as an athlete. And then so we get to Wednesday this morning, and it's our acceleration day. It's called 5:15s. You get a 5-yard standing start, and then it gives you your time. We had 52% of our kids today set PRs, all-time PRs. And so our goal is to win football games, be the best we can, but ultimately we want all these kids to build their bodies and their successes to be good in whatever they want to do. Like, it was a joy last year to watch a lot of our baseball kids in the spring, because just a lot of our football kids play baseball.
Yeah.
And, man, we had kids talking to me. We had more power. We had in the hitting department, in the throwing department, and we were just just a little bit into the program at that point. Bodies are changing, size and muscle, and just the fact that these kids are, I don't know, we started August 12th, how many weeks ago, and we're setting this week over 50% of our team PRs in speed development. Yeah. That's pretty cool. And what's cool about that is it's not just going to benefit them in football.
No, yeah.
Those kids that play a winter sport, those kids that play a spring sport, and it should give some excitement to all of our parents that have underclassmen, that this isn't about just winning a football game. Yeah. It's training their body to be the best they can be. And, we also think it's obviously going to help us, in the season. But to be getting faster right now, it's just, I don't know, kind of a nerd on this stuff, but it's really cool.
But it is exciting because of what you've been able to bring in these programs. We now have this database to judge things off of, to see that, man, okay, wow, and for me, even as a player and even as a coach, when the numbers are in a positive favor like that, I'm like, okay, wow, okay, yeah. Then it gives you a boost of confidence. It gives you it lets you know that I can physically see that all the hard work I've been putting in is taking place.
And our players know we take it very serious. It was a couple weeks ago. We had a couple players that on their vertical jump, it was like 5 to 6 inches lower than normal. Their flying 10 time was quite a bit off. I held them out of practice, not because I was mad at them. Their bodies aren't right.
Yeah.
We use it also as a measuring stick to understand, are we healthy? The central nervous system, is it firing right? Yeah. And so this isn't just about a number. It's also about gauging your team, because I'll be honest, I expected Monday to look at those times and go, oh, man, we're pretty shot. These kids are fried, or as kids say, they're cooked. Literally, they're cooked. Yeah. But it was opposite. Yeah. We set all these PRs. So it's refreshing that we have these measurables to be able to go, is our team healthy? Is our team not? And we can adjust what we're doing to get them healthy based off that. And so, anyway.
Yeah, no, it's like, having a whole summer working with you guys and being hands-on with it and seeing it. And I'm just, even within Summer Pride, when I was working with the, high school and junior high girls, we saw them get faster. We saw times improve, and I was just like, man, look, dude, and this is available to our athletes, our student athletes, year round. Yes. And it's not just for your specific sport. No. It's for,
No, we've made an investment as a athletic department and as Altus Public Schools to do this for all our athletes. And that's no matter what you play. You don't have to play football to benefit from this. It's not a football thing. And just off of the cramping stuff, 12 of our kids wear GPSs, and so it measures everything. There's all kinds of measurables. Yeah. And so I was able to, Brian Kula was able to look at that. Yeah. And look at our practice schedules and look at all the data and everything goes with it and give his opinion based off the other people he trains and all that and say, well, today he got back with me and said, y'all's training is spot on. You are dialed into the speed and the volume that a kid is getting at practice. that didn't cause your cramps.
Yeah.
It was most likely some hydration, nutritional things.
Yeah.
Well, what an awesome asset to have to be able to talk with that guy about, problems we're having and be able to understand that, maybe it's not as bad as it's not as bad as what we thought. So anyway, it's probably rambling too much on that.
No,
one.
You're fine, Coach. I was trying to tell the volleyball girls that you got to slide the door and not pull it open. Again, ladies and gentlemen, just some of the programs and just some of the things available to our student athletes is way above par than any other school is getting. And and that's not a knock at any other school. It's just that's the investment that we're putting into our student athletes.
Yep.
And so, Coach, we know that Friday night, again, tough opponent, but for us, our player of the game was DJ Wilson. 26 carries, 162 yards. The man was running, like you said, he ran the ball hard. On air, I said, man, this boy is running with conviction. His vision has improved so much from last year to this year. Seeing the cutbacks and just seeing how he moves and just the power. He's gotten a lot stronger over the summer too. But what are your thoughts on DJ? And then of course you talked a little bit about Brody. But DJ being our player of the week.
Sure.
That's your workhorse, Coach.
Hey, DJ's one of my favorite knuckleheads. I can say that because he's over at my house all the time. I love DJ. What's funny is me and him I think it was this summer we were talking there. It might have been spring. And he's like, Coach, last year's really the first year I've ever got to play much. And he goes, I didn't quite understand where I was supposed to run or where linemen go. He goes, I think it was after spring. He goes, now I fully understand when a certain play's called, who's blocking certain places. And once I understood that, it made everything make sense. And so you're seeing a more confident guy. You're seeing a guy that understands what we're doing and how to utilize his blockers. And I was so happy for him. I'll be honest, I expected that. Yeah. Because he's got that it factor. I've said that from the first time I've watched him play a little bit out in spring the first year. Man, he plays way bigger than his size.
Oh, yeah.
There's no fear in that kid.
No.
And, man, our kids feed off of his just warrior attitude. That's the best way to say it. He's a warrior.
He is.
If we all play like he runs, you got a chance for a lot of success.
Yeah, and I love how great of a teammate he is too, because he knows he's a workhorse. He knows that he's going to run hard each and every time. And we put him down for 6.2, correct, Griffin? 6.2 yards per carry. Wow. And with just one touchdown, but yet he's not worried about how many touchdowns he gets, just as long as we're moving the ball and we're putting ourselves in a situation, like you said, we're moving the ball. We're in the red zone multiple times Friday night, and giving our team a shot to score, whether it be with the touchdown or a field goal. We're having that shot to change the number on the scoreboard, and that's what I love about the kid.
Yeah, and he's one of those guys that you plug on the numbers, he's going to be way up there in miles per hour, and so you'd be like, well, he wants to bounce everything. Man, he runs it up in there for the hard yards too. That's what's impressive.
Yes.
Sometimes you get a guy that's kind of fast and they want to go straight forward and then whoop, outside. And he can do that, but he'll go that way. Yeah. And so that makes a complete back when you can go from inside out.
And that's what I'm saying, with his vision, just, he I don't know who it was that he ran into the back of. It may have been, I think, Mikey Brown or whatever. I was like, ooh, Mike is going to feel that tomorrow because, he was just following his blocker, but he got there. Now, Mikey had a big, and I literally a big man to guard, that 6'5", 290-something guy pound. And so Mikey did his job, but he ran right into him, bounced off, and he didn't bounce off to the outside. He ran back to the inside. I was like, man, this dude is a machine. And so, just really, after last year, coming into this year, excited to see how he's going to run the ball, and he ran the ball great, and so he was well deserving of that player of the game. But I'm super excited to see, because I know that you and I talked about it Saturday. Cam looked really great too, running the H position, and you didn't even you just primed him up. You didn't even let him go yet.
I told him he ought to feel good. He only played about 2.5 quarters over there cramping.
Yeah, I know.
There's a lot of hard times in our house. Careful what you say. I've always got some receipts to throw back out.
Exactly. It's funny because Jamin's always telling me about it, and we're just laughing just the conversations because it's not easy there at the Reed house, especially with Cam, because we all know how Cam is. We love him and stuff, and so like Friday night Friday during the hall, I said, "Hey man, you ready to go?" "Oh yeah, coach. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good." "All right, okay. What we got? What do you got?" "Oh, coach, I got 5'6" in me. 5'6" what, yards or what? So, but I'm always giving a hard time. But great kid, and so I'm excited to see him, do more as well.
Yeah, he looked different too.
Yeah,
looked from last year to this year. And I could really say that about every single kid we threw out there.
Oh yeah,
we just looked different. And he was definitely in that category. That touchdown run he made, where he put the left foot in the ground and went vertical.
Yeah.
We want to see some more of that.
Exactly. And for me, Coach, when I went back and watched, we went back. Well, actually, I did it with Griffin. We went back and watched some film just to hit some highlights and stuff like that. Kelby Bates looked really good at nose guard.
Yeah, that was fun to watch.
Very fun to watch. We what did we put? We rewinded that one play 4 or 5 times, just to see. Oh, it wasn't a penalty. No, it wasn't. But he looked good. The one who really impressed me, Coach, who looked really good, and when you see him in the halls, you wouldn't think that you'd get this much big play out of him, but man, he plays hard and he gives you his all. Guzman.
Oh yeah, Ray.
Yeah.
Shoot, he's a warrior too.
He is too, man.
Yep.
He caught a pass in traffic. I think it was a gain of 5-6 yards, but got a hit, bounced off, and that's.
Well, I used it as a teaching moment on Monday. So it was 3rd and 10, and we threw a sprint out. We hit him in the flat. He catches it for a 5-yard gain. 2 defenders are coming at him. He had a choice. I can go out of bounds, or I can do something to try to get more. And he took the hard option.
Oh, yeah.
And he makes himself go forward and dives, and now it's 4th and 1.
Yeah.
If he goes out and it's 4th and 5, that was around midfield, I'd probably punt that.
Yeah.
Instead, we go for it, convert, and we know the end result. We score a touchdown.
Exactly.
That is a football 101 moment. That is a football IQ. And, I gave him a hard time. I said, "Did you really know down this?" Yeah, I did.
No, he didn't.
But, he's a warrior.
Yeah,
man.
he is, man. I was really impressed with his play. And again, kudos to the line coaches, because the line, dude, the battle that was taking place in the trenches.
Oh, man. Coach Jones and Coach Dabblestein's done an amazing job with those O-linemen and tight ends. You can tell that's a big part of our offense. And, man, they are totally different than last year.
Yeah, they're looking good.
Totally different. Those guys are doing a great job.
Yeah, looking good. And I'm just telling you, there's just a different vibe in the air, Coach. Just a different vibe within the team. And we saw it for 4 quarters. Again, not the outcome that we wanted, Coach, but still, I came away after calling that game and watching it. I was bummed because I wanted the win. But I'm looking long picture. I'm like, man, look, they look good. Like I said, man, they look really good.
Hey, I hope that is the worst game we play all year.
Well, I hope so too, Coach.
I'll take it.
Yeah. Regardless, I know that these boys are hungry. And ladies and gentlemen, we know that these Altus Bulldogs are going to give you their all. They are going to come out Friday night. First home game. It is the home opener for the Altus Bulldogs 2024 season. We're hosting the Elk City Elks. They're driving for just about an hour out, so they'll be coming in. They'll be trying to come in, diminish our spirits by trying to, sneak a win away from us. But we know how hard our boys are going to fight. We know that Coach Reed, you've got your coaches ready, you got your coaching staff ready, got a great game plan in place, and we know that it's going to be a good game. I'm excited to see what transpires from it. But I know that, with just what we saw last week, Coach, and what we've talked about today, and just the difference of the atmosphere in the air when you're around this group of kids. There's that senior class is a great group of kids, special group of kids, but it's different, Coach. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't know if it's just me, but Something feels different. So I don't know if something's stirring or what, but
hopefully so.
we know that it's going to be exciting regardless of what's going to happen. We know that Friday night is going to be a good game. So again, make sure to join us this Friday night. Countdown to kickoff brought to you by Custom Graphics. We will go live at about 6:20, and we'll have our pregame on the 50-yard line like we always do. Coach Clothier and I. Again, Coach Garrison won't be there because he's going to be with his volleyball team in Claremore. But we get the chance to talk to Coach Garrison today on the Coaches Show, and Griffin, my producer, and I, we were able to record him a little bit today, and he's got a great little interview. Coach Garrison is always a fun interview. I like to ask him about City of Altus questions when he's on the Coaches Show, but no, I'm excited about that. So make sure to join us 6:20. We kick off with our countdown to kickoff, and then kickoff is at 7 p.m. Ladies and gentlemen, come and pack the house, pack the rock. Okay. Purchase your tickets early. Call the athletic office and purchase your tickets, so you don't have to wait in line. You can just come in, go find a seat. We have reserved seats for sale. I mean, I'm telling you, it's going to be a fun season. We got 5 home games, right, Coach? Mm-hmm. 5 home games. So come on, man. I'm telling you, it's worth it. Come out, support your Altus Bulldogs. They are hungry. Okay, they are hungry, and they are going to put on a great show for your Friday night. So, Coach, we appreciate you talking with us and stopping by, and as we do every week, talking about last week's game and the upcoming game. And so, Coach, we will see you Friday night. And good luck to you guys. I'm excited. I know that you're excited as well, and especially if you're telling us how you saw mass improvements this week in practice. I'm excited to see that transition onto the field.
Yep.
So with that being said, we're going to take a quick break, and then we will, if Coach Garrison gets here, he should be on his way. He texted me. So if not, then Griffin, guess what? I just had a great idea, and I will tell you during the break. You're watching the head coach or the Coaches Show with head coach Jeremy Reed live here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
At Billingsley Ford, we pride ourselves on the integrity and transparency of our pricing. The price you see is the price you pay. As your hometown Ford dealer, that's the way it should be.
I'm Grant Billingsley, and that's the Billingsley way.
Bring home the win at Billingsley Hyundai with huge savings every day from our massive inventory of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Come by today and see how we can help find a winning deal for you with America's best warranties. Now that's the Billingsley way.
Wichita Insurance is your true homegrown insurance agency found right here in the heart of Southwest Oklahoma. We take pride in taking care of our own around here, whether it be your business, home or auto, farm and ranch, life insurance, bonds, or crop insurance. We're here to help make sure you're taken care of. Come see us at any of our convenient locations in Altus and Mangum, or give us a call at 580-301-6352. We look forward to making you part of the Wichita Insurance family.
This is
When it comes to your home, you need someone that you can trust to keep it safe and protected.
Welcome back to the Oklahoma Sports Network. You're watching the Altus Bulldog Coaches Show with head coach Jeremy Reed, live here from Brew Coffee, Tea, and Espresso house located at Jackson County Memorial Hospital. Hey, come out, check them out. They serve some wonderful coffee, some wonderful refresher drinks. I'm drinking I think it's a dragon fruit refresher. It's delicious with a little bit of lemonade, so definitely stop on by. They will hook you up here. And, man, they've got a 10% military discount. I mean, they take care of our veterans, of our military, and definitely huge supporters of the Altus Bulldogs. Last segment, we had a chance to talk with, like we always do every week, talk with head coach Jeremy Reed, and talk to him a little bit about, last week's game versus Ardmore, and then the upcoming game here this Friday night, first home opener for the season. The Altus Bulldogs hosting the Elk City Elks. Now, we know that Coach Reed is a legend, okay? But when I say the man, the myth, the legend, it does not apply more than who we are talking to right here. The man to my right, I like to call him Coach Mayor Robert Garrison. Coach, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Hey, Coach, man, listen, I'm stoked. I know that I had seen on social media a few days, I think last week, Altus High School Volleyball Girls, top 25 in the state, okay? We're year number 6, right, program?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Year number 6 with the program, Griffin, okay? And we're top 25 already. Okay. Then I talked to you today, and you guys have jumped up 5 spots to number 19. Mm-hmm. Come on, stop it, Coach. What are y'all doing over there?
It's just we've got a group of girls that have just grown in the program,
mm-hmm.
and they're just they're focused. They know what they're doing.
Yep.
And it's just they're fun to be around. They have fun playing, and it's just you've got a young core group of kids coming through with a good mix of. The good thing is, like the seniors I have, they were there for those hard times.
Yeah.
And they don't want those hard times. And so they do everything they can to get there. I mean, we've never been, until last year, we've never been ranked above 31st,
Yeah.
And so, but that's what it is. It's just you've got a program in place that's got been pretty consistent with the kids. I'm lucky enough that almost every kid that's at the high school right now, I coached when they were in junior high.
Yeah.
And so I'm used to them. They're used to me, and it's fun to watch.
Yeah.
So
well, Coach, man, I'm telling you, you guys are doing you and your staff are doing a great job. You got a heck of a team out there. We got a couple players we're going to talk to today, but before we go any further, Griffin, we got to give the man, the myth, the legend himself some kudos because 2023 Region 4 Coach of the Year. Is that right?
Yes. I was that, yeah.
Come on, man. Come on. Round of applause, everybody. Let's see. I mean, dude, this is, man, and dude, Griffin, I'm going to tell you because Coach Garrison, this is how far Coach Garrison and I go back. Coach Garrison coached me, all right? So we've known each other for a long, long time, although Coach Garrison only looks like he's 28. Yeah. But he's been doing this for a long time. And the great thing, Coach, that I'll give you is that, and from what I've seen, is that not only are you very passionate when it comes to coaching, but you're just as passionate in the classroom as well.
Yeah. That goes back to when I first started with, I don't remember if you remember Coach Holloway, but
sure
Coach Holloway was one of the guys when he was training us, and he said, if I can walk in your classroom, I can tell real quick what kind of coach you're going to be.
Yeah.
And I always prided myself on not trying to be one of those guys that should play, coaches they think just shows movies and I've never been that way. I mean, and I take pride in my teaching as much as I do in the coaching side of it. And that's the way I think most coaches should be. And I've always, Coach Holloway, when he said that, it really stuck with me, was the fact that, he said, if I walk in your classroom and I can tell what kind of coach you're going to be real fast. And so I was kind of wanted to make sure that. I don't think my students like it because I'm up talking all the time. They're taking notes, and they don't get a lot of movies, but at least they got somebody that they're teaching all the time.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Coach, it's evident that you're doing something right because for not only is he the 2023 Region 4 Coach of the Year, not only is he a great coach overall, volleyball, football coach as well, track coach, that's his forte. That's your passion, your love. I think volleyball is kind of catching up there now. But, he's the luckiest man I know. He is the very first for this 2024 season. The football team has voted Coach Garrison Coach of the Week, or Teacher of the Week, excuse me. And so congratulations to you on that, Coach. We were able to find that out today, and we've got a special video for our fans on Friday night for the countdown to kickoff with Coach Garrison and myself. But, man, Coach, I'm telling you, he is just – I go back to the story this year, Griffin. Like, it just blows my mind. Like, we're in a coaches meeting, and I know we're about to get some killer Bulldog gear. I'm like, all right, I put my name in there, folded it. I was like, Dusty, come on, pick my name, man. And Coach Garrison's, oh, yeah, here, I got to fill this out. And he hands it down, and it comes down from like 2 tables over. And he gives me the thumbs up, and I'm like, no, I'm not putting this in there. He's like, oh, yeah, no, you don't want to. This is what he literally said. You don't have to if you don't want to. I put it in there. I was like, yeah, Coach Garrison, I'll put it in there for you. Second name called. You know who won something? Coach Garrison. So I was like, man, dude, how does he do it? But I'm hoping that some of that magic rubs off on me as I'm just right down the hall from you, Coach. So, but it's been awesome. We get a chance to not only do I have you down the hall, but I have your wife as well. And so, I mean, we have a really fun hall, Griffin. We have a fun hall there where we're at. But, Coach.
Funny story, though. What's funny is that Coach's Clinic at the drawings, I won there, too. So just let you know.
This guy's winning everywhere, man. I think you and Coach Kaufman, too. Like, I think he won something at Coach's Clinic, too. Like, I'm just like, my goodness, man. Does it ever stop? Yeah. But, Coach, man, listen, I'm proud of you. And, I mean, the most important thing is that you just gave us word that you're fixing to be a grandpa here soon.
Be another grandpa, yeah.
Yeah, so here, like literally in the next few minutes, maybe, I don't know. But Coach, we'll be real quick with you. But again, you know, you talked about your volleyball team and how great they're doing. That you've been with them for a while. Tell us your record again. What was it?
As of last night, we beat Clinton last night 3-1.
Yeah.
That put us at 7-7.
7-7. That's what it was.
And for most people who've been around Altus volleyball, they'd be great with that.
Yeah.
But for these girls, they're not. They don't like losing. They don't like. They put big expectations in for this year, especially after last year's season. Yeah. And then I went out and took out almost every team we beat and brought in all new teams to play.
Yeah.
Put us in tournaments that are going to be a lot harder.
Yeah.
But it's not that these girls can't handle it. The thing is if you come watch their games, the one thing you'll notice, and this is what other coaches say, opposing coaches say about my team, is that we fly to a ball faster than anybody they see.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is that the record doesn't show. I mean, we started out kind of kind of clunky in some of our games, but really in the last week we've gone 4-1. Mm-hmm. We beat Del City down pretty bad. We beat Elgin down pretty bad, and MacArthur came to town, and really I left there thinking we could have beat MacArthur.
Yeah.
And that's something we've never gone more than 10, 12 points against MacArthur, and here we are playing them to the end, and really that was a game we could have had. Mm-hmm. We just made some little mistakes. I mean, you didn't have to. I mean, we played 3 sets. The scores of all 3 sets were 20-21, 20-21, 20-20, and you just don't see that a lot of times in the volleyball world, and that's the thing is my girls don't give up. They'll fight, and they're diving, and they'll throw their bodies and just things that I would never have done even when I played on the beach and you can lay in the sand. You just don't. They're just. I'm telling you, it's great to watch them play. Yeah. They make coaching fun. They make coaching easy. And I tell them all the time, I love you to death. And the thing is, I truly love my team and my girls. And the thing is, they'll fight hard. When they're down, they get back up. Volleyball is a short-term memory sport. You can't worry. Football, you got some time to fix and fix a play. But in volleyball, you make a mistake, the ball's coming right back at you now. Mm-hmm. You can't worry about what you just did. You got to have short-term memory, move on. These girls are real good about that. So, I mean, I tell everybody to listen. You don't understand how the environment at the games is crazy. Mm-hmm. We have probably one of the best student sections of any school we go to. Yeah. And the energy, it's just crazy what it does to the girls at games. I mean, they play so much better, and it's just like I said, I'm really looking forward to this trip to Claremore. Mm-hmm. It's tough. It's got some of the best teams in the east side of the state are there, but we're up to the challenge, and I wouldn't put us in there if I didn't think we were.
Yeah, well, that's how you make them better, Coach. Yeah. That's how that's how you get better. You got a great group of girls. I got to work a lot with them over the summer, and Summer Pride is I was in charge of speed and acceleration for these girls. So they work hard. I know their work ethic, and then watching them play too, Coach. Hustle, man. You talked about it just now, how they dive for plays, how they're always quick to the ball. I mean, you've got a not just one firecracker. You got a ton of firecrackers in there, and just, I mean, how well they play together as a cohesive unit is very impressive too, Coach. And so I'm excited to see, to continue to see what carries out, throughout the season for these girls. You guys made it to regionals last year, correct?
Yep.
And so obviously the goal is to get a step further than how we did there. We lost the first round.
Lost first round, and really they left that game just with a real bad taste in their mouth. They really felt they left sets that should have won.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Altus volleyball has always been, well, you're number 4 seed at regionals. You're always playing the 1 seed.
Yeah.
Our goal was not to be a 4 seed. Well, then we got a 2 seed, and we ended up having to go to Tulsa.
Yeah.
And honestly, the girls played hard. It's just that's our next step. Now we tasted that. We want more.
Yeah.
We want more than that, and we want to show people, especially around the state, that we're not a one-off season. We're not this. And you mentioned it. The girls play so well together. The core group of the varsity, those 12 girls, really do, honestly, it's not just a statement, play close-knit volleyball. They're all good. They don't fuss. They don't argue. And I've coached girls athletics for 31 years. And I'm telling you, it's very rare you got a team that can do what they're doing right now this year, where they all get along. They're all there to support each other. And they're so interchangeable on the court. You can put them just about anywhere, and they can play that spot.
Yeah.
And nobody is. It's not me ball. It's everybody's pretty much agenda free. They're just what's best for the team. Let's win. We want to win. And so that's what makes this so great about what we're doing. And it shocks people. We're only a 6-year program. When we go to Burke Burnett, they just cannot believe we're a 6-year program. So.
Well, and again, that's a credit to Coach, your staff, and for what you're doing at the junior high, developing players as well. And so again, Coach, kudos to you. Congrats to you guys as well. Congrats to you as being the Coach of the Year last year for Region 4. It's very well deserved. And if anybody has ever known Coach Garrison or been coached by Coach Garrison, that award. Well deserved, Coach. I mean, there's things that I find myself doing as a coach that I'm like, I'll sit back and think, like, where did that come from? And man, I had some really great coaches in junior high, so I mean, you were a part of that, and I mean, again, I thank you because there's certain people and coaches that in my life, Coach, that really inspired me to do what I do now, which is teach and coach. And so you guys, you and Coach Hawkins and Coach Childs and some guys that really had an impact on my life. And so I appreciate that.
And I will say this, awards like that are good, and I've always been one, and this is even when I, a couple of years ago, I was the state track coach of the year. And it's like I said then, I'll say it even then when they gave me this thing for volleyball. It's not about a coach. It's about your players. And really the award is not for me. The award is because my players performed and did what they did. I mean, one thing you know about me, I never take pictures with my team when they win. I don't take pictures with them because it's about them. It's not about me. And the thing is, to win an award like that, it's cool. But honestly, it's more of a testament to my girls than it is to me. And it's almost it's like someone said, you almost look embarrassed to win it. I said, I am. I said, because really, my girls should be here because this is their award. Because they're the ones that put in the work to do this. And, and that's just the way I've always been. I care too much for my team to make it be about me. It's more about them. It's always going to be about them. And so when you win a Coach of your award, and you hear a lot of coaches say it, but I truly do mean it. It's not me. It's the girls. It's them. They succeed. Their success makes me look good. Yeah. But I don't do much but stand there and hold a notebook and give them some numbers to serve to. They do everything else. Yeah. And they don't get to get awards like that. They don't get the big stuff. And that's, I'll say it 1,000 times. An award like that is a team award. It's not a coach award. Yeah. And so. Well,
Coach, you are correct because you're not lying. Griffin and I took about 5 minutes trying to find a good picture for you so that we could put up next to your name. And it was hard to find. We finally found one. We had to cut out Olivia. Sorry. But it's one where he was yelling at you. No, he wasn't yelling at you. But no, he wasn't. But you can tell he was just leaning, talking to you. But that was the best one that we could find, Coach, because you're right. You don't take a lot of pictures. So.
Well, it's just I've always been this way. I just never, if a team wins a tournament, let it be about them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Whenever my teams have done well at state, even my state champion in track, I don't take pictures with them first. I make them go take pictures with family.
Yeah.
Go enjoy that. Afterwards, we'll get together and get a picture, but it's not something that I preach to them. I just feel that a team wins a title, a team wins a championship. Even it's Burke Burnett when we won the Sportsmanship Award, they've won that twice. That's a them award. It's not a coach award. It's a them award. And they may not look at it that way, but that's just the way I feel. Mm-hmm. And even my assistant coach, Coach Daniels, she's learning from me that's really what this, in the big picture, grand scheme of things, it's about your team.
Yeah, always.
And so that's what I always make it. It is hard to find pictures of me with my team. So.
Well, it's all right, Coach. Well, how's everything going on the Mariel side of things?
Well, being mayor's other than the water getting shut off that day, everything's mayor. A lot of people worry about me being busy with mayor, but honestly, being the mayor of Altus is a great thing. I wouldn't do it if I didn't love the city of Altus.
Yeah.
And the thing is that, everybody's, you're not going to make everybody happy. and people, you just got to learn to listen.
Sorry, Griffin.
And it's just, when you listen to people just want somebody to listen to them.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
if you listen to them and then try to explain to them why things happen, sometimes they just don't understand how money's spent or how the MAPS monies work for the reservoir and stuff.
Yeah.
And so, being the mayor is not a problem. It's like last night I missed the council meeting because and that's one thing I told them. I said, I'm sports. My teams come first. I'm not going to skip my teams for council. And then I get to a meeting before this today, and they're like, we really needed you there. I'm like, hey, sorry.
Miss Brady Lee's got it, right?
Miss Brady Lee, hey, she's like my mouthpiece. I mean,
there you go. Yeah.
She's like, I can be the quiet one. She's the mouth. So I got her. But, honestly, being mayor, Altus is a great city. We're in a really progressive time right now. And if everything's been great for the city, and it's great for all citizens of the city, not just certain areas. And that's, I think, what's important being mayor. And like I said, if I didn't want to, I love my town, man. I've been here I've been here since I was 3 years old, and it's my place.
You are the embodiment of Altus, Coach, and we appreciate you. And so, Coach, I won't keep you any longer because I know you got to get on the road and welcome a new grandchild. So give them lots of love for myself and for Griffin, and give them a big OSN hug for us, okay? We will see you tomorrow, Coach. But again, thank you for joining us. Now, you do have a couple volleyballers here that are going to talk with us, right?
Yes, sir.
Who do we got?
You have Keely Brown. She's a senior.
Mm-hmm.
She's our middle hitter, and really she can go about anywhere on the court. She's been with the program since its inception, pretty much. And then Olivia is our setter. In our offense we run. I know people get kind of freaked out, but volleyball is like football. You have offenses you run.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You have two specific offenses. We run an offense that's basically what's called a 5-1. Setter never leaves the court.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Olivia is our number one setter. And to be honest, you're fixing an interview, too, of what I feel are some of the better players in this section of the state of Oklahoma.
Yeah.
I would put them both against anybody on any team. People say, well, what about Olivia Mack? There is nobody anywhere in this area that's better than my hitters. Keely as far as hitting and Olivia as far as setting.
Yeah.
So you've got two that are there. Now, whether they'll talk to you or not, I don't know. But
we're about to find out.
Most of the time you can't keep them quiet, but they're pretty shy, I think, when they get on this. So.
No, they'll be fine. There's nothing, ladies, there's just about 1 million fans watching right now, so you got nothing to worry about, okay? Now, I will ask you this. We're going to take a quick break before we do come to you. You have seen many of my interviews with lots of people, whether it be Meet the Candidates or on the Coach's Show. I have 3 questions that I'm going to ask you. Do you have your answers ready? Oh, well, you're going to answer on the fly, Olivia. All right, well, Coach, again, thank you for talking with us. Congratulations for being Coach of the Week this week for the first home game for the Altus Bulldogs, and congratulations on the new grandbaby. Be careful driving up to the city, and we'll see you tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning, I'll be at school. So.
All right, well, we'll see you again. Right. We have been talking with Coach Mayor Robert Garrison, the head volleyball coach for the Altus High School Lady Bulldog volleyball team. And so what a great segment. I love talking with Coach Garrison. He's always fun to talk and give a hard time, especially when I start asking City of Altus questions. I'm just kidding. But no, Coach, you're a great sport. We love you. And, again, we hope to talk to you soon. Good luck to your good luck to you ladies as you guys travel tomorrow on your way to Claremore. So we'll be right back. Again, you have been watching the Altus Bulldog Coaches Show with head coach Jeremy Reed live here from Brew Coffee, Tea, and Espresso, located right next door to Jackson County Memorial Hospital. We'll be right back after these messages. We're going to talk with Miss Brown first. You're first up, all right? OSN, love our coaches show, love our coaches. We'll be right back. Coaches Show here live on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Where sports is our middle name. We are the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Wichita Insurance is your true homegrown insurance agency found right here in the heart of Southwest Oklahoma. We take pride in taking care of our own around here, whether it be your business, home or auto, farm and ranch, life insurance, bonds, or crop insurance. We're here to help make sure you're taken care of. Come see us at any of our convenient locations in Altus and Mangum, or give us a call at 580-301-6352. We look forward to making you part of the Wichita Insurance family.
Strong Tower Ministries strengthens the church by connecting and engaging visitors in the true Word of God and belief in Jesus Christ. Come worship with us at 805 Martin Luther King Road in Altus, Oklahoma. Sunday morning Bible school starts at 9 a.m., followed by worship at 10. Can't join us that morning? We also have Sunday evening services starting at 4, and youth services are on Wednesday nights at 6:30. Your ministry is found where you've been broken. Your testimony is found where you've been restored.
All right, welcome back to the Oklahoma Sports Network. You are watching the Altus Bulldog Coaches Show with head coach Jeremy Reed live here from Brew Coffee, Tea, and Espresso, located at Jackson County Memorial Hospital, 1200 East Pecan there. So, man, what a great couple of segments, Griffin. We had Coach Reed. In the first segment talking about a tough loss, but, man, how great the team looked on Friday night versus Ardmore, and how they're prepped and ready, and how they're just getting faster and stronger and ready and just hungry, foaming at the mouth. Griffin, these dogs are ready to take on the Elk City Elks. And, of course, it's always a fun time to talk with the Coach Mayor himself, Coach Mayor Robert Garrison, the Altus High School Lady Bulldog head coach for the volleyball team there. And, man, he's doing great things with those guys. And so we always like to talk to a couple of players when we talk to a specific coach. Last week we talked with Coach J. Rob, and we got to talk to her three senior captains there for the team. This week we talked with Coach Garrison, and of course, up first, senior, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Keely Brown. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Are you nervous?
Yes.
No need to be nervous at all. It's just you and I talking, okay? Don't worry about the millions of fans that are watching, okay? They're here to see you, okay? They're here to hear what you have to say about the Altus High School Lady Bulldog Volleyball Squad. So tell us a little bit about your season, how it's been going.
At first, our season, it started off a little rocky, but we came together and started picking it up. That's I feel like it's going really good right now, and I want it to keep going good, and I'm really excited for this weekend.
All right, so this weekend, we talked about, Coach Garrison talked about how you guys had to travel all the way to Tulsa for your regional last year. And let's see, where were y'all at last year? Who during regionals? Whose house were y'all at? Oh my goodness, Booker T. Washington. Okay, and so now in Claremore, you guys are traveling to Claremore, so you're going to probably see a lot of those Tulsa area teams as well. Any team that you're excited to go up against?
Probably Claremore.
Claremore? Yeah, Claremore pretty good?
Yes.
Okay. And do you know, is it like so it's a tournament, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Bracket play. Who's all at this tournament in Claremore?
I'm not sure of all the teams.
No, you just circled Claremore, right? Really big on your calendar. Claremore, ready for Claremore, right? Okay, so again, tell us, and our fans that are watching that probably don't understand volleyball, what position it is that you play.
Middle blocker / hitter.
Middle blocker / hitter. Okay, all right. So where are you predominantly at on the court?
In the middle of the net.
In the middle of the net, and obviously blocker means blocker, right? You're trying to make sure that no one's getting the ball over the net, right?
Yes.
And then hitter is you're hitting what Olivia sets up, right?
Yep.
All right, look at you. How many kills you got?
I have no idea.
You have no idea? A lot.
I don't know.
All right. I guess the question, Griffin, is have you ever, like, what is that movie with Ben Stiller where they're in the water playing volleyball and he goes up to just hit it and smash it and hits what's your name in the face? Have you done that?
Yes, I have hit somebody in the face before.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. I did not expect that. I did not expect that. You didn't break her nose or anything, did you?
No.
No? Okay. Did you laugh?
No.
Okay, good. That's such a good sport. Griffin, why are you laughing for, Griffin? All right, well, obviously we'd know if something were to happen like that, Griffin would laugh. But, all right. Well, Miss Brown, as a senior, you've been through this program from the junior high up. What are some special memories that you have?
Whenever we got, like, our first win with this team.
Okay.
That is one of my favorite memories. And probably... I don't really know. I'm trying to think. A lot of team bonding moments.
Okay, good.
Like
good.
we recently had a little pool party, and that was one of my favorite memories.
Awesome. So just team bonding, you guys, like I said, you guys are such a great cohesive unit as it is. But that's great that's one of your best memories. It's not even on the court. It's with your other teammates, and so really good. Now, what's a memory that you're looking forward to make as a senior? Because I mean, this is your senior last year. Are you planning on playing ball anywhere collegiately or anything like that? Or
yes.
Okay. Are you going anywhere? Or
I have some offers, but I'm not sure where yet.
Okay. All right. So that's awesome. Congratulations as well. But senior year, high school with this group of girls, what is a memory that you're hoping to make with this team?
I really want to make it to state.
Want to make it to state? Now, we know, man. I mean, you guys are a heck of a team. And I really believe you guys have a shot. Yeah, so I mean, 19 in the state, top 25. I mean, where was the highest you guys got last year as a team?
I don't remember.
Was it 19, or any higher? It was probably lower than that, right? Or was it higher?
I think it might have been higher.
Might have been higher. Olivia, how high did y'all get? I want to say top 17.
I think
15.
It was
15. Yeah, you're right. 15. So you're 4 spots away, and we're still pretty much in the middle of the season, right? So a lot more games to be played, and then of course all that really doesn't matter because it counts at regionals, right? Mm-hmm. Those where those games count, right? Okay, all right. Well, Miss Brown, before I ask you the famous 3 questions, okay? You're a woman of many words, okay? So any shout outs before we ask you the questions?
Probably to my family and our team.
Okay, so family's watching.
Yeah.
Are they watching online? Oh,
they're right there.
They're right there. Okay. All right. And then your team that may be watching at home, or if they're not over there, right? Okay. All right. Okay. Well, got 3 questions. Are you ready?
Yep.
Have you been thinking about them at all, or do you just remember about them just now when I reminded you?
Kind of been thinking.
Okay. Good. All right. Number 1, we know, Miss Brown, that you are a bulldog through and through. You bleed blue. Okay, all right. When you're not playing a volleyball game and you have a chance to watch your Bulldogs play football, you're there cheering on your Altus Bulldogs, correct? Mm-hmm. So this is a 2-part question. Who are you rooting for on Saturdays if you're for like college football?
Texas.
Oh my God. She didn't just say that, did she, Griffin? Did she just say Texas? Oh my goodness!
Because I like Texas volleyball, so.
Oh, but that's volleyball. I'm talking about college football. I'll give you volleyball, but you're keeping it with. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. Hey, listen. At least you're a good blocker and hitter. I'm just kidding. I'm just saying that as an OU alum. Like I got to give you a hard time. Okay, Boomer all day. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, don't falter for who she cheers on Saturdays. Okay, the fact is that she is a Bulldog through and through. Right. Okay. Number 2, go-to meal.
Chicken fried rice.
Chicken fried rice. Homemade chicken fried rice, or are you getting it from somewhere?
Somewhere.
Where are you getting it from?
You
use chicken fried rice. Okay, is that your go-to meal? How many times have you had it this week?
I haven't.
Not yet?
Nope.
Okay. Are you going to have it at all before you head off to Claremore?
Maybe?
All right, that's what's up. Okay. Then number 3, okay? Again, ladies and gentlemen, this is the one. This is the question that the millions of fans have tuned in for, okay? I'm telling you, where's my phone at? I will look at the numbers right now, and I can get them double-checked by Griffin, my producer. But, okay, well, we are nearing 1.2 million viewers right now, okay? So, celebrity crush, who do you have?
Ian Somerhalder.
Gosh, she answered that fast, didn't she? She had that in the holster. Okay, anything you want to say? Because he's probably watching.
I don't think he is.
You don't think he is?
No.
You don't think he is?
No.
You don't think that Griffin and I know whoever that person's name is you said? I'm just kidding. I'm kidding with you. All right, well, celebrity crush is Mr. Ian
Somerhalder.
He likes to hold the summer. Ian that holds the summer, right? Summer holder. I don't even know who that is. Do you know who that is? Who's Ian Summerholder?
He's off of Vampire Diaries.
Oh, Vampire Diaries. So he's a vampire. Okay, all right. So digging the vampires. Okay. Yeah, a Texas Longhorn loving vampire. I'm just kidding. I'm going to give you a hard time, Ms. Brown. Listen, you've been a great sport. So, Ian, if you are watching, I will have to go in to our social accounts and see if you're following the Oklahoma Sports Network. But if you aren't, we'll find you and we will tag you on this time frame minute right here where Miss Keely Brown has you for her celebrity crush. So, anything you want to say to him?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, Ms. Keely Brown, thank you so much for talking with me. Again, you gave shout-outs to your family, to your team. You guys are doing great this season. We wish you all the best of luck here coming this you guys leave tomorrow for Claremore. So good luck there in the Claremore tournament. And we hope that you guys come back with lots of wins, if not maybe the whole thing, the whole shebang, okay? I just love how she laughs. There's not much to say, but she's laughing. All right. Well, up next, we are going to talk to the Coach Garrison was telling us perhaps one of the best setters around in this area of the state. So, Griffin, I'm going to ask her why it is that she's always sitting on the court when volleyball is going around. So she didn't get it. Okay. You're a setter in volleyball. I was saying you sit on the court, like physically sit down. There it is. Now she got it. All right. Well, no. Listen, you guys are. I have a blast talking with you guys because you guys are so nervous when there's nothing to be nervous about. Nothing at all. So, honestly, it's just you talking to me and Griffin. That's it. The camera's not even on. I'm messing with you. All right, Ms. Brown, thank you so much. We're going to have a quick break. We will be back to talk with Miss Olivia Williams, and I'm going to talk to her about volleyball. And I am eager to talk to you. I do have a couple questions for you because I have seen you play ball, and you have impressed me with a couple things. So be ready to talk. I'm excited. Again, thank you, Ms. Brown. Any last words?
No.
Okay. All right. Griffin, I'm fixing to put you on the air, buddy. All right. Well, thank you again, Miss Brown. Again, 3 segments down, some awesome segments. Had a great time talking to the senior Lady Bulldog volleyballer, Keely Brown. Again, thank you. Good luck to you guys. We'll be right back. You're watching the Coaches Show with head coach Jeremy Reed live here from Brew Coffee House, located right next door to Jackson County Memorial Hospital on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Where sports is our middle name. We are the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Are you looking for more than just a job? Paris Foods offers a career with a competitive starting wage. opportunity for advancement, life and health insurance, including medical, dental, and vision, as well as 401k retirement plan. At Bar S, you can be proud of a company that gives back to the community. But most of all, you can take pride from making a quality product. Bar S Foods, the food America likes to eat. So come be a part of a winning team and start your path to success today.
We take pride in supporting our communities. We take pride in our deep-rooted traditions of serving Southwest Oklahoma. But mostly, we take pride in being an Altus Bulldog. You can always count on us to show up wearing our blue and white loud and proud and ready to lend a hand. Because at Cattlemen's Bank, we proudly say, Go Bulldogs!
Good evening and welcome back to the Oklahoma Sports Network. You're watching the Altus Bulldog Coaches Show with head coach Jeremy Reed live from Brew Coffee House here, located right next door to Jackson County Memorial Hospital. Man, we've had a great night. I had a chance to talk with head coach Jeremy Reed about last week's game and the home opener versus Elk City. Had a chance to talk to the coach mayor himself, Coach Garrison, as he's on his way to Oklahoma City right now. He's got a grandbaby being born, so always a fun time to talk with him. You're going to see some more of Coach Garrison Friday night in the countdown to kickoff, as he is our teacher of the week, so we get to talk to him a little bit more too. And then, of course, our first volleyball spotlight player that we were able to talk with last segment, Miss Keely Brown, the senior, for the Altus Lady Bulldogs. And coming up now, she's a legend in herself, okay? Listen, and I will say this, and I don't mean this in a I don't know, but watching you set the ball is like it's like watching a master painter paint something. Like, dude, you're so soft with the touch on the ball. I've watched you now since junior high. I was like, man, that girl's she's awesome. And then you were able to you're having a crazy awesome career at Altus High School. A junior, right? Or sophomore. You're sophomore still. Golly, I'm getting so old. I graduated with your dad and went to school with your mom. So, but man, sophomore. So it started as a freshman, right?
Like started volleyball?
Yeah. No. On the team.
Oh yeah.
You've been playing volleyball for a while. Yeah. We know that since. Let's see. When did you start? Before junior high or during junior high?
I started in 7th grade.
7th grade. So there you go there, and then of course you play club ball. That didn't come out. Club ball as well, right? And so but just again, you, like Coach Garrison was saying, you never leave the court. All right, you're the glue that holds the offense together. You're the person that sets it up. And one of the things, Griffin, now you got to call a game and produce a game with Coach Clothier with these guys. But isn't it awesome how she'll set the ball and you're thinking it's going one way, but it goes back behind her and it's perfect. And then, boom, whoever is there to slam it in somebody's face. It's like, again, has that just come natural for you, or did you go to a coach to do that, or are you just like, these hands are insured?
I don't even know. I haven't been to a coach, but I've just been doing it for a long time. Okay. So it just kept coming.
Okay, now is that do the nails stay on while you're doing that?
Yeah,
or
they actually help me for some reason.
Really? Okay.
I don't know why. They just
all right. Well, you should have said that live on air. All your competitors are watching, so they're probably going to have you cut your fingernails like some referees do for before wrestling matches and stuff like that. I'm just kidding. I'm messing with you. But again, I know that sometimes the nails can affect, different sports. I know Shakari Richardson, she has 18-inch nails that she takes pictures in, and then when she runs, you don't see them. So, but was curious about that. But they seem to help you, right? Okay, are they absorbing more of the hit or what? Or are you actually hitting it? Or are you just feather tapping it? What are you doing there? Because it looks like you're just you're catching it, but then put it up. What is that called exactly when you're setting?
I don't even know. You just have to barely kind of touch it and just let it go. Barely touch it.
I wish I had a volleyball right now, Griffin. I wish I had a volleyball. I would see if I could barely touch it and let it go. But anywho, you're doing a great job. Kudos to you. You're setting up shots for everybody. I mean, if this were basketball, she would be an assist leader. Like, seriously, that's what she's essentially doing now. I don't know, do they have that in volleyball, assists? They do?
Yeah.
Okay, well, there you go. It tells you. I mean, this sport's new to me too, Griffin. He's over there be like, yeah, they do. Dude, you didn't know, dude. Stop it. I'm just kidding. All right, so is that a stat that they're taking that they're taking down for you?
Yeah.
Like, so how many assists have you had, or how many assists do you average per game?
Okay, I don't know that, but I just know they do keep track. They do keep track, but I don't know how much.
Okay.
I don't keep track.
You don't keep track.
I just do it.
You just do it. All right. Well, again, kudos to you, man. You're doing great. Last year you guys had a excellent season. Couple starting freshmen on that team, yourself, and then of course, I just went mind blank.
Hayden.
Hayden. Yeah, here you go. Yeah, Hayden, and then another one too, right? You had 3, right?
I think, yeah.
Yeah, 3, and then this year you guys have a freshman starter as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
One or multiple ones?
Just one.
Just one, okay. And she's a really great volleyballer too, and she seems just to keep getting taller and taller and taller. I'm trying to recruit her to come play basketball for me at the high school, so we'll see if that happens. Can you dribble? Because if you've got that much touch on just setting the ball, I bet that she could drain some threes for us, dude. What do you think, Griffin?
No, definitely not.
Definitely. Well, at least she's honest, man. So, but Miss she's got me flustered, dude. Like, I thought she was going to be nervous. She's chill. You're not worried about the 1.2 million fans watching, are you?
Nope.
Griffin lied to you. Like that's how many people we have. Like, I don't Griffin, ladies and gentlemen, Griffin was like, there's not 1.2 million people in Southwest Oklahoma. Dude, this thing is worldwide, man. I had to remind my intern that this thing is worldwide. So, how is it worldwide, you may ask? Miss Williams, it's worldwide because we provide an app. So download the app on any smart device, whether you have an iPhone, you have the Devil software, an Android, whatever you may have. Download it. Go to Google Play. Go to your Apple Store. Download the Oklahoma Sports Network app, and you can watch us and follow us any place, anywhere, wherever you're at. You got a smart TV, Roku TV, Fire TV, whatever it may be. You can download the app that way. Or if you're old school like me, and you prefer the interwebs, that's the internet, www.oksportsnet.com. Again, and you can catch the Altus Lady Bulldog volleyball team as we were able to air a varsity match there for them. It is there on demand. You can go back and watch, and you can see Miss Brown, you can see Miss Williams with their blocking, their hitting, their setting. Okay, and so that's all you do is set. You don't do anything else.
I mean, I play back row.
You play back row?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, okay. And then so are you going for some digs and all that other stuff? Okay, all right. And so this the only sport you play, or?
I play tennis.
You play tennis too? Okay, all right. Which one do you like more?
Volleyball.
I hope Coach J. Rob isn't watching.
Me too.
Just kidding. No, we can tell we can tell that you really love volleyball just by watching you on the court. And again, one question: what is it about this team that really stands out to you? What makes this team special, Olivia?
I don't know. We just all work so good together, and if we're down, we just bring each other back up, and I feel like we connect. We all connect really good, and it just helps a lot when we play.
Yeah. Again, a great cohesive unit. Like I said, I was able to really get to know you girls when during this summer and Summer Pride, those of you that were out there with us at Summer Pride, like really working on the speed and stuff like that, just your work ethic is great, and so it transposes over to the hardwood floor and the court. And so, I mean, you guys are killing it, man. You guys are doing great. And I love how Coach Garrison is challenging you guys and not having you play the same teams that you beat last year, like bringing in better, harder teams, sending you to a tournament that, talking to him earlier today, like, this is a tough tournament. Claremore, Altus, we're 6 years in. Claremore, those schools up in the Tulsa area have been, playing volleyball forever. And, this is really going to get you guys a chance to be looked at and to put your name out there and be like, hey, listen, last year wasn't a fluke. We're serious. and we're young. You know, yeah, you have some seniors that are on the team, but I mean, the development that's coming from the junior high, you're just a sophomore. You have a really stout freshman team. That sophomore class is stacked as well, too. So I'm excited for you guys.
Me too.
So what is one thing that, since last season, what's one thing that stood out to you, Olivia?
This season?
Last season.
Like a game or like
anything? What's one memory that stood out to you from last season? Last season playing volleyball.
Definitely when we won our Altus tournament. It was just like a really good memory, and we all were just like happy together, and I liked it.
Okay, so winning the Altus tournament. The Altus tournament hasn't taken place yet, has it?
No.
Are y'all doing it in Altus this year? Or okay, when is that? In 2 weeks? All right, see, this is why he's my producer. He knows. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Griffin says 2 weeks. What else you got for me?
Also, another one was beating Elgin.
Beating Elgin.
Last year after it was like a hard game, 5 sets, and they were like, and we won, and then they like made a whole big deal about how we cheated and stuff. But like we won this year too, so.
Yeah, but that was a good because weren't they ranked pretty high, and you guys came away with the win on that one there? Yeah, I think so. That was a big win for you guys last year, and so, well, again, you beat them already this year, and so what's something that has stood out to you this season so far?
This season. Probably because like we're already starting to work good with each other. Like the first of the season, we kind of started off slow, but we've been picking it up, and I'm just glad that we've been like picking it up and are like now we're like pretty good for the rest, I think.
All right, okay. Well, you guys are set and prepped and ready. We know that you guys are coached up. Coach Garrison, again, a great coach. Him and Coach Daniels, we know that they will have you ready for anything, whoever you're going up against. And so good luck to you guys as you guys leave tomorrow for Claremore, ladies and gentlemen. The Altus Lady Bulldog volleyball team going to be going to the Claremore tournament that starts tomorrow. So wish them luck as they go out there and they stamp their mark, Griffin. They let them know that Altus isn't just we're just a young program that doesn't know how to play volleyball. All right, Miss Keely Brown's going to be spiking some balls in people's faces. Okay, all right. So she's already told me, Claremore, I know you're watching. Okay, I'm just
they probably are.
Hey, that's fine. Let them watch. Like, I mean, if you have any complaints or if you want to write any sort of angry email, okay, here's where you send it. Olivia.williams@s. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding with you now. Hey, listen, I'm proud of you guys. Keep it up. But now we've got to talk about that. Let's get to the good stuff.
Okay.
Let's get to why everybody's watching, Griffin, why everybody tunes in, is they want to know, Miss Williams. They want to know your answer to these 3 questions, okay? Listen, I think I know this, and I hope that the answer is correct because I'm still just distraught and cannot believe that Miss Brown said the word Texas on air with me. So, but we know you root for the Altus Bulldogs. You're a huge Altus Bulldogs fan. You bleed Bulldog blue. Who are you rooting for on Saturdays?
OU.
Boomer Sooner, that's what's up. Yes, okay. Oh, man. You raised her right. Okay? Thank you. All right. You're rooting for the Oklahoma Sooners, okay?
Yes.
Again, great school. Great, just a great town, great community, great volleyball team. Look at her. She's like, I know. Texas does have a stout volleyball team. I will give them that. I've watched them a couple times, and, yeah, really good. But still, Boomer. Number 2, what's your go-to meal?
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell. Wow. I don't think I've ever gotten a Taco Bell, Griffin. What else you got? Come on. So Taco Bell is your go-to meal.
Yes. I actually got it today with
I
my
can
friends.
see you got Taco Bell. What did you get at Taco Bell?
Okay, usually I get a cheese quesadilla with nacho fries and a Baja Blast, but they took away the nacho fries. So now I get today I got a Doritos Locos Taco with they're like potato thingies and then
Potato
a Baja
Locos?
Blast. No.
No, not
They're
that.
like Fiesta potatoes.
Oh, Fiesta potatoes. Yeah. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, not only can she set the ball like a champ, she knows the Taco Bell menu. So, again, I've never had Taco Bell. I've had some crazy answers like go-to meals, but never Taco Bell. So, I mean, all right. Well, hey, listen. I know the CEO. Let's see if we can make some deals and see if maybe if you agree to wear a Taco Bell patch on your jersey, maybe you can get some free Taco Bell stuff. Okay. I'm just kidding. She's so gullible. I'm just kidding. Now, listen, this isn't college yet. We can't do that in high school. But eventually, if you pay attention to how sports are going, NIL will probably make its way into high school. But, again, I wish we could, but we can't. But I will let them know that Olivia Williams' go-to meal is Taco Bell. Anything at Taco Bell. Cheese quesadilla, and bring back the nacho fries.
Yes, please.
Bring back the nacho fries. Okay. Number 3 and final question. Celebrity crush. Who do you got?
Michael B. Jordan.
Another Michael B. Jordan. That is 2 for 2. 2 for 2 at the Coaches Show here at Brew Coffee, Tea, and Espresso with Michael B. Jordan. Listen, I loved Michael Jordan winning 6 championships with the Chicago Bulls. He was amazing. Is that the Michael Jordan you're talking about?
Wait. I just got confused. No, 'cause I was going to let you talk, but then I was confused. Wait, not that one.
You're talking about Creed.
Yes.
You're talking about what was it that we talked about? Black Panther, the guy in Black Panther.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh man, you girls have kept me laughing, and I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, listen, good luck to you guys. I'm proud of you guys. Keep crushing it. All right, keep doing what you're doing. Keep going out there, stamping your name and leaving your mark wherever you guys go, okay? Good luck in Claremore, all right? And we know that you guys are going to be rooting for the Bulldogs while you're up there, okay?
Yes.
Again, during your off time, if you're not playing a game, and you know it's about 7 o'clock, turn on Oklahoma Sports Network, and you can keep an eye on the Altus Bulldogs as we host the Elk City Elks. And Griffin will be able to know if you log in or not. So.
Okay. Wait, can we watch it, like, in the hotel, you think?
Yeah, you can watch it on your phone.
No, but can we watch it on the TV?
If you can, I don't know if you can.
They might take away our phones.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know if you can download an app on a hotel TV, but maybe if you bring your own Fire Stick or something like that, you could. All right, but yeah. But if you, I'm just saying, again, if you're before you guys gotta turn in your phones or whatever, maybe you can check in and check the score, okay? Because I think it's going to be a good game, Griffin. I'm excited. Okay, saw some good things. Saw some good things. Heard some good things from Coach this week, so I'm excited. And plus, it's the first game at home. Are you guys bummed that you're missing the first game at home?
Yes, I actually am so bummed. I really wanted to go.
Yeah, they're fun, man. Home games are fun, but guess what? You got 4 more that you can go to. 4 more, all right? So, hey, listen, it's been a blast. Thank you, Keely, Miss Brown, for talking with us. Thank you, Olivia Williams. Thank you for talking to us. Parents, thank you for bringing them and letting us talk with them as well. Again, shout out to my producer who didn't do much today, but it's okay. I'm just kidding. I'm messing with you. I'm going to get you on air. Listen, Amanda was like already. She's like, yes, put him on the air. But we're going to get him. We're going to get him, Amanda, I promise, all right? He's doing a great job as an intern and as a producer, and so we're glad you're with us, Griffin. Thank you to Coach Reed, Coach Garrison, for being for talking with us here. And again, man, we've been at Brew House, Brew Coffee, Tea, and Espresso. It's a killer spot, man. Great drinks, great refreshers, great coffee, great staff. You want to stop by and see them. Located right next door to Jackson County Memorial Hospital. You can't miss it, right next to the main entrance. It's right there, okay? So stop by, see them. You've been watching the Altus Bulldog Head Coaches Show with Coach Jeremy Reed live on the Oklahoma Sports Network. We will see you Friday night at 6:25 for the Countdown to Kickoff, brought to you by Custom Graphics. This has been the Coaches Show with Head Coach Jeremy Reed live at Brew, Tea, Coffee, and Espresso. Next door to JCMH, Jackson County Memorial Hospital. I mean, dude, come check him out, please. Drop Griffin's name and you'll get a discount. All right? Live here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. We'll see you Friday night. Yeah, go, 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 go. Hey, baby, go, get the first step. Go, 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 go. Hey, baby, go, go.
Wichita Insurance is your true homegrown insurance agency found right here in the heart of Southwest Oklahoma. We take pride in taking care of our own around here, whether it be your business, home or auto, farm and ranch, life insurance, bonds, or crop insurance. We're here to help make sure you're taken care of. Come see us at any of our convenient locations in Altus and Mangum, or give us a call at 580-301-6352. We look forward to making you part of the Wichita Insurance family.
Strong Tower Ministries strengthens the church by connecting and engaging visitors in the true Word of God and belief in Jesus Christ. Come worship with us at 805 Martin Luther King Road in Altus, Oklahoma. Sunday morning Bible school starts at 9 a.m., followed by worship at 10. Can't join us that morning? We also have Sunday evening services starting at 4, and youth services are on Wednesday nights at 6:30. Your ministry is found where you've been broken. Your testimony is found where you've been restored.
Are you looking for more than just a job? Barres Foods offers a career with a competitive starting wage, opportunity for advancement, life and health insurance, including medical, dental, and vision, as well as 401k retirement plan. At Barres, you can be proud of a company that gives back to the community. But most of all, you can take pride from making a quality product. Barres Foods, the food America likes to eat. So come be a part of a winning team and start your path to success today.
We take pride in supporting our communities. We take pride in our deep-rooted traditions of serving Southwest Oklahoma. But mostly, we take pride in being an Altus Bulldog. You can always count on us to show up wearing our blue and white loud and proud and ready to lend a hand. Because at Cattlemen's Bank, we proudly say, Go Bulldogs!
We want to keep you moving. Broken bones aren't all we take care of. The JCMH Orthopedic Clinic specializes in sports injuries and total joint replacements. We give steroid injections and do arthritis treatments. We have the best doctors and staff who care at the JCMH Orthopedic Clinic. Dr. Jeff Duncan and Dr. Greg Pickett. Physician assistants Mandy Caldwell and J.R. Ramirez. Youth and adults, for sports or for your lifestyle. We'll keep you moving.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
When it comes to your home, you need someone that you can trust to keep it safe and protected for you and your family.
Vesta Foundation Solutions is your local, family-owned company that has helped many homeowners fix and protect their homes.
Our engineered solutions can take care of all of your foundation repair, basement waterproofing, concrete leveling, and dirt crawl space repair needs.
We take pride in getting the job done right, and you'll always be protected with up to a 75-year warranty.
Contact us today for a free estimate.
College is about more than just a degree.
It's a journey that will shape your future and change your life. That's why MSU Texas provides a place to find your passion,
to connect with others,
and discover who you truly are.
We're dedicated to providing a well-rounded education that prepares you for a variety of careers.
You'll have everything you need to pursue your dreams at MSU Texas.
Start your journey. For more information, visit msutexas.edu.